Hello and welcome back to some Hearts of Iron 4, where the Empire of France has a friend. Our friend, however, is a friend in need, and there's not much we can do to help them there. We have managed to spread the Spanish fascist line a bit thinner, which will help them out a bit. I'm unfortunately no longer able to send volunteers. But yes, we hopefully will. Yes, yeah. We've also managed to get them to spread thin over here, which is terrific. We'll take two more of de Gaulle's forces, send them here, however, to help keep that line stretched. Also stretching over here, which is terrific. It'll free up a lot of men for them. Hopefully the Socialists will be able to push back here. Oh no, the Hindenburg disaster, and Japan is declaring war. Well, that sucks for everyone involved there. 1 second, just want to check something. OBS is recording, terrific, so now I can just tab to make sure I am recording. That's great. Sorry about that, but I don't even think it shows up in the game, but I just wanted to check for myself to make sure everything was in order. Anyway, off to work we go. Marco Polo Bridge incident, if I get my words out correctly, that would be great. However, I'm not sure how these nations are going to be looked after, because the Allies are fascists. Democracy isn't really a thing, so democratic nations like Belgium and the Netherlands I should be able to easily subdue. We have quite the army on their border right now. Was Maurice Ferrez and Belgian posturing? Of course, the Belgians are posturing, using French language as a secondary language. How dare they? Is it secondary? Oh, if there's two official languages, neither of them are a main language. So they are disrespecting France by using our language not in the full capacity. So we will correct that. They're also using our helmets and dress sense. The Belgians will be taught a lesson. I think we are stronger than them on this front. Maurice calls to aid Belgian workers. Of course, the Belgian workers will come to join us. What else have they got to do? So how do you look? Estimated plan is risky. We can give you 2 more divisions. 2 more from here. Motorized could help. No, tanks is what you would want. We'll give you a couple of tanks. Sure, these guys will be fine on the German front. Unless, the Rhineland is on the move. How big is the German army? 41 to 59. We're going to want to push through here nice and hard. They have no allies either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 there is good. We need more men on this front. Belgium can go fuck themselves. I want those tanks back. I want those tanks back. And I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of your infantry over here now. That's only 20. We'll take 2 from Spain, not Spain, the Italian front as well. Actually 4. I'll get 4 from there, and that'll make up the numbers. Okay, guys, could you get to work over here? We have stuff to do. You already have an offensive line, and we will tell you to activate it. They only have 10 divisions here. We're going to want to go in here and take as much as we can. We have level 10 forts, so we're not going to struggle to defend it. The struggle will be pushing forward. Now we have our defensive focus as well. So I would like, levy on mass, grants infantry equipment production costs down, and then fortification. I want more guns. We struggle with guns. We need a lot more guns to man our armies. We're about to lose a lot of tanks though, so I hope that we can do this fast. That's not going to help anything. Construction, we are building our stuff here, so I want these done as soon as possible. Please, please, more, I need more. What is this we can do? We can do military staff, army defense, or army offense. Division speed plus 5%, I can't actually afford, but we can get defense. We, however, will not. I need my points for other things here, because we are likely about to go to war with Germany. However, this is Germany in their weakest of states. It's weakest we're ever going to get them. So it could be worth trying to push in here. We have 24 divisions to go through. They have 50 odd. But they also have the risk of nations like Poland to the rear. And if Germany is at war, they'll find it very hard to get new friends. And then people like Bohemia will be able to attack. So all we need to do is push forward and then hold it. So we could also try and come through Belgium with the Belgian army, which is 16 divisions strong. It's not in a bad position at all. I believe we will be able to push into this Rhineland a fair amount. if it were to happen. But we need to act fast before the German army arrives. They do have their defences around here, level 3 fortifications, but over here they don't. Hopefully we can get up to this river. If we can take over the whole of Moselland here, that'd be great, because there is a lot of steel. So we'll also drain them of resources. Is there a resource map mode? Yeah, so if we can take over their steel supplies, we'll hurt them a lot. That'd be great. That's why I have all my motorized divisions here. We want to be able to push in. Oh, Amelia Earhart has disappeared. Amelia Earhart, eh? Rhineland, how long do you want? He wants a bit of time. We'll just leave him to it. We'll try to push through on this German front as fast as we can. Our socialist brothers down here have managed to extend the line a little bit. They're holding out what appears to be a bit better. They'll be even happier when the German volunteers leave. I'm glad they're excited. I'm sure they're excited for that. I'm sure they're glad. The Italian front, however, is relatively weak. We have fortifications, but life could be better over there. I don't want to bring over troops from Africa. The only place we could bring over troops from is over here. Let's see Belgium. How many men can you spare? These two? I want them both to go to the Italian front, please. Very good. Mountaineers as well. How many mountaineers do you have? 1, 2. Let's take them over as well. Get over there, would you? 12, 12, and 24. 12 is perhaps not enough men to defeat Belgium, but they have no friends. And we have a lot of time. A heck of a lot of time. We'll wait for now, and I'm sure we will. What is this? Poland seeks Baltic cooperation, a new power in Eastern Europe, and there is the remilitarization of the Rhineland. Issued or this is an act of war. Rally the British. What do you mean rally the British? I have to join the Allies. No, that's absurd. I don't want to have to join the Allies. Rally the British to our side. I have to press it though. Did I join the Allies? No, I'm in the Humanity still. Britain refuses war, but Germany must be dealt with now, so I get France mobilizes. Excellent. France has mobilized, but they are moving their men in. Can I declare war straight away? Rhineland remains demilitarized. Excellent. The Germans have backed down. Get out of here, you. Japan abandons the naval treaty as well. That's good. And Italy abandons the naval treaty. So Rhineland is unmanned. We're not going to war with Germany, but we have unmanned Hitler. I'm sure he's going to lose a lot of support due to that. But I cannot currently go to war with him. However, we have kept this area remain demilitarized. Militarized. Can I get the words out correctly? That would be great. Okay, the infantry can go back to the Belgian front. Can I not? And we'll give you 2 motorized. No, 2 tanks, I mean. 2 tanks. There you go, Belgium. Oh, there you go, Belgium, I say. I'm sure they're not looking forward to this. Right, they might, in Spain, be able to unify their lines. That would be great. That would be very great for them. Okay, so the way it looks at the moment is we are going to be able to take over Belgium. Even if we can't take them on immediately, we will have the upper hand on manpower, so we'll be able to break them down eventually. Military factories are in full swing. However, I would like a couple more of you, so could we bump you up? Bump you up there, get you built, and then we'll concentrate on these 2 extra factories here. Levy en masse, very good. Huge fan of that. Guns are built faster. Grand Batterie or Fortification Expert. I want the Alpine Farts and the extension of the Maginot Line. Algerian France to Metropolitan to France. Extra resources, but not needed just yet. So we're going to go for Fortification Focus. Fortress France is a very real thing. I could always create more infantry divisions, but we don't need to just yet. Ah, good. Our friends are able to progress over here now. What's this? British Empire abandons naval treaty. Yeah, we should do something similar. Why are we in it? I should abandon it. One day soon. Prospect for resources, that's not important yet. Political actions aren't really important either. What is important is us having our borders manned. I'm not too happy with the Italian border, but if we were to get the extra fortresses there, they'll be perfectly fine. The German border, we can always move the infantry over from Belgium. I can't see any major powers supporting the French or Belgians. No, not French, but the Dutch or Belgians. 330 days, we can't afford it yet anyway. We'll wait on that. But Belgium will be the first to fall. Maybe Luxembourg afterwards. They'll give us one slightly longer line with the Germans. What is this? We have learnt about new planes. Terrific. Can we... I know we haven't. What did I learn about then? Can I learn about some better light tanks? Are there any more light tanks? You look like a light tank. Renault. Resources, building, production. Fuel gain per oil. Let's take that. How much oil do we even have? 0. Oh. So we don't even really gain any oil. Ah. I don't have a silo, so this is a pointless research, but we'll have oil at some point. Sure, there's oil around here. Ah, good, the extra plane is built. Any oil? No, no oil. Right, well we have the better plane anyway. That's a good start. Could go for the better gun. Support equipment, I would like engineers at some point, but it isn't the most important thing. We'll do it. Engineers are great. Support equipment is lacking, however, but when we have all of our factories here built, it wouldn't be so bad. You would have a few factories, would you? And one more civilian before you get ploughing out the rest of them. Very good. Civilian factories are very important. It's not just all about military. Canada declares independence. Well, good for them. Good for you, Canada. Supported by the US. That's not so good. I thought I might try and get Canada back. You guys are still involved over here. Colonies are not our the most important thing for us. Most important thing is securing a greater France in Europe. South Africa is independent as well. Good for them. And our friends here have managed to cut off a lot of enemy units while extending their line all across. They've taken over a lot more land. They're doing very well compared to earlier. Right, better guns or what? Air doctrine, engineering, computing machine could be useful. Yeah, we'll go with computing machines so we can do our encryption, decryption. Belgian posturing, Belgian sovereignty, of course, the Belgians. Available war goal. British Empire puppet focus. Ooh. Not yet. Not yet. Time will come when the British will be an enemy, but it isn't now. They have too much of a navy for me to be able to get across on. The United States also has a war goal against them. Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh well. Australia declares independence. Just New Zealand? Nope, New Zealand is also gone. And so is India. Of course, how can I forget India? The jewel of the empire, the most powerful of the lot. Right, what have we got here? We could get the defensive troops. I'm going to take it. I like defensive borders. Fortification focus as we go. Alpine forts. It gives us a fortress boost on the forts I've already built. Not sure how many it is, but it'll buff it up a fair amount. So these fortresses will go from 3 to more, which is why I built these first in a rush, because they get more expensive to build as they go on. So if I build the cheaper ones, then the upgrade gives me the more expensive ones for free. That's what I did there. That was the plan, if you will. Other than that, everything else is going quite well. I'm glad that... oh no, they have lost a bit. I was going to say I'm glad these guys were progressing, but it seems that they are now struggling. They have a mountaineer division going through them like a hot knife in butter. They're in my faction. Yeah, they're in a faction. They're in my faction. Yes. They are my faction members, so why is there this option to have them join me? Yes, allied to France, of course. Shame we have to wait for the war stuff to get up to 50 before we can actually swoop in and join them, but I'm sure Belgium won't mind helping out in that regard. Belgium and their no friends. Anti-Comintern Pact. Well, interesting, Germany. You stay at peace until these other powerful nations are able to get involved. Want to keep Germans in check. They don't want war with France. They're scared of us. France is #1 and all that. Yeah, it is a risky plan, but we can break them down. They don't have the manpower to deal with us for very long. We'd see if they want to attack us first because we have our fortifications. And if not, we'll just go into them. Their manpower is simply not going to hold. Simply not. Damn, the British are really looking after Africa, aren't they? Well, it's time for war. Belgium, time has come. You're going to give me what? Steel, I saw. Just a little bit of steel. But it'll do. The factories is what I want the most. We will call in our Spanish ally. Maybe that will cause the wars to merge, perhaps? No, we'll just go in alone. We'll go in against these Belgians. And we're going to activate the war plan if they don't attack us. They don't attack us. Right, they do want to join us. Which might mean we're able to get involved in this war. I'm not going to bother just yet. We'll wait on all that sort of thing. Okay. Men. Pretty green. A little bit of red. But I'm sure the men will be able to progress. Alpine Forts, extension of the line. So we get level 2 plus in all of these areas. So they're up to level 5 now, which is great. We'll then go for extended Maginot Line. I think. No, let's go for Metropolitan France, because then we can get the industrial expansions. And there is this plains. Let's put you down to be built. Put you down here. You're not terribly important. Put you down there for 4. Excellent. A little bit of red, but I'm sure we'll be able to break through eventually somewhere. And then with the losses, we're losing 4-1. That is a shame. But this is war. This is war as the aggressor. We have started to push into Belgium. Hopefully we won't get stuck down in Flanders. We should be able to get through here eventually. We'll just keep on pushing against them. 31, yeah, 3-1. Not the worst. They will surely run out of manpower. And then they'll be too weak to withstand our attacks. Did they push back there? Yes, they did. And here as well. That's a shame, but we'll keep on the attacks. Wait, did a division go? One of the tanks died. Oh. Huh. We have lost a lot of tanks in this. That's a shame. I should have just stuck it to infantry only. In fact, they've attacked into us now. Huh. That's not what I was going for in this. We'll take that back and we will hold the attack and let them attack us for a little bit. Except I do want to take this back. We worked hard for that. We'll let them get some deaths attacking us for a fair amount of time. Right, what can we do here? Construction level 3. I accept. Right, 12,000 on the guns. But how are we doing here? We have killed 27 of theirs. We've lost 66 of ours. We'll let them attack us a fair bit here. Let them lose some men, as they do lack the manpower. Good. The manpower reserve is out. So let them keep attacking us a little bit until they stop. Who dares wins? An ace pilot. Terrific. Are we winning the airspace? We're not even trying for the airspace. Alright, they seem to be holding back. Alright, counterattack. Metropolitan France has been had. Let's do the industrial expansion. But I'll do for this episode. When you come back, we will hopefully go through these Belgians and defeat them. They've lost a fair amount of men, so it should be doable, the victory here. I am, however, worried about Spain. They're being pushed back a lot. They're right up against their coast here. I, however, lack the men on this front to be able to do a meaningful amount. So I'm going to actually accept them here. I'm going to accept them here so that they can go into my land if they need to be kicked back. And I'll do for this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you are supporting the content here. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.